for Coventry. On the outside for Oxford, that's Travis McGowan, the current Oxford under-20 and the Aussie under-21 champion. The race is normally, of course, for Kingsley. That's the lineup. Mighty important, this very first race. Starting marshal Clive Herbert getting them into play. Referee up above is Big Postlewhite. Away they go, and a brilliant start on the inside for the man in green. Craig Boyce, just the guess that Coventry wanted, but now under pressure in red from Lee Adams, who goes 5 as if he's standing still. Now in third place in yellow is Billy Gennaro. Right at the back in blue. Disappointment for Travis McGowan. But at the end of lap 1, Lee Adams has it just right for Oxford.
He sure does. He knows his track better than anybody. Old Craig Boyce mixed up with him in the first corner, got away. But looks like he's struggling with the track conditions at the moment, and Lee Adams is well out in front.
Reminder, the home team, that's Oxford tonight, with the red and the blue helmet colours throughout the meeting. The visitors from Coventry, with the green and the yellow and black. But that man in the red helmet colours out front is Lee Adams. They're tracking in second place there in green with Craig Boyce. Craig Boyce into the last lap there in second place. His motor splitting and spluttering. Back in third place is Billy Gennaro. He's struggling to look back now because McGowan's putting him under pressure in the blue helmet colours at the back. But no problem for this man out front in red. Lee Adams wins it with some comfort. Second place to Craig Boyce in the green helmet colours. And coming through in blue, Travis McGowan to earn a valuable point for Oxford. That's a 4-2 to Oxford on the very last bend coming through, Travis McGowan.
These grippy tracks coming from Australia, some of the clay tracks over there are pretty hard to handle. And Billy looks over his shoulder. Travis just gets his drive and goes by him.
The lineup. Mark Lemon goes for Oxford on the inside, the Aussie. Adam Shields, a guest rider for Coventry. Over 400 points for the Isle of Wight this season for him in Gate 2. Gate 3 for Oxford, Richard Wolfe, almost untried Czech Republic rider, races for Trelawney, not experienced, of course, in the Elite League. On the outside is Thomas Topinka, and Thomas Topinka has certainly scored 10 points in each of his last 2 Elite League. Away they go. Mark Lemon on the inside leads the pack, but coming round the outside, Thomas Topinka in yellow puts him under pressure. In green is Adam Shields in third place. Back at the rear, Richard Wolfe, the guest rider for the home team. That's Oxford, but down the straight they go. And across the starting line for the first time in red, Mark Lemon has it there for the taking. And he's certainly been impressive in his last 4 home meetings. Paid 37, but there's quite a battle going on for the minor placings. Thomas Topinka in yellow heads them at the moment. Richard Wolfe right in the back for the home team.
Yeah, Mark Lemon's stretched out his lead. He's just battling the track. The track seems to be a little bit inconsistent, and as we can see this going right now, just passing him right there. Thomas Topinka didn't get grips in that corner, and they took full advantage of that one, Tony.
Real quality shown by that rider in green, Adam Shields. We know what he could do. We saw him racing for Eastbourne, of course, so impressively last week. Guesting for just about everybody, but the man out front, Mark Lemon, has the checkered flag for the taking, and Mark Lemon is going to provide a second heat victory indeed for the home team Oxford. Adam Shields gets second place. In third place in yellow, that's Thomas Topinka, and a disappointment indeed for Richard Wolfe, bringing up the rear in the blue helmet colours for a split of the points at 3-all. It means the home team just about in the lead.
Now, mate, fantastic win. How did you find the track?
Pretty bumpy, actually. Obviously, it looked like a bit of grip out there, but underneath there's some really dry places and some holes where the moisture sat in, so it's making the track quite tricky to ride. But it's always nice when you're in front and you got a clean air to breathe.
Not getting dirt on you either. Do you think that the track's going to change then throughout the night, and you're going to have to change the setups quite a bit?
Maybe not. I just we could add some suspension on our bikes. That might make life a little bit easier. It's definitely bumpy out there. It's pretty tricky. Obviously, I think it'll get easier. But the first couple of heats is going to be a bit tricky. But
that must have given you a bit of confidence, though, that win.
Yeah, obviously every time you're going to race, it's always a bonus. So just got to keep going, and hopefully the rest of the boys can do the same.
All right, then. Thank you very much.
The 4-man goes from the inside gate in green for Coventry. Gate 2, Lucas Dribble in action in blue. For Coventry, it's Ron Fisher in yellow on the outside. That, of course, is Lee Richardson, the red helmet colours there. Away they go now, and Lee Richardson picking up round the outside, but the leader at the moment is Lucas Dribble. Lucas Dribble for Oxford, being pursued by the man in green, Lee Richardson in red in third place there. That's Travis McGowan right at the back in the yellow and black helmet colours. Ron Fisher, whose troubles from off the track have now accompanied on it. But this man, Lucas Dribble, is going well.
Yeah, he made a great start over Lee and took control of that race now, and he seems to be battling with the conditions pretty well. Lee's struggling a little bit trying to get the bike to be smooth through the corners. The track seems to be cutting up on these guys, Tony, and it's making it difficult, and Ryan Fisher's showing the worst of this by being in last place.
Well, Lucas Dribble certainly enjoying his home track as he goes into the final lap. In front and well in front. And Lee Richardson disappointing back in third place for Coventry. We might have expected better, but he hasn't ridden away from home since July the 10th. And maybe that's the problem. But this man, Lucas Dribble, in the blue helmet colours, takes the checkered flag in second place in green. That's Lee Richardson in the end for Coventry. Third place in red for Travis McGowan. 4 points to 2, Coventry take the heat. They preserve their lead, extended by 2 more points, and now lead by 11 points to 7 with 3 heats gone. But what a ride by Lucas Dribble.
Right, evidently.
Yeah, it's quite smooth, you know, it's a few bumps in the corner, but last week it was a bit worse, you know. I think the track is nice and it's raceable, you know, everybody can pass and so, and I think it's very important to make a good start. That's the key.
Yeah, Lucas, it's an important meeting tonight. Are the team feeling the pressure?
I don't really know, you know, last week I think it was more pressure against Peterborough. Of course we need every point, you know, to get to the playoffs. We are trying hard and I think we are confident today.
And personally, your own confidence has got to be high. You had another good result the other day, and it looks as though you're definitely going to be in those Grand Prix next year, both from a point of view of officially qualifying and also from a qualifying point of view.
Yeah, I qualified to the Grand Prix this Saturday, and I still think I could stay in the top 10, and it would be my dream. You know, I would like be both qualification, you know, until 10th place, and I think.
Do you feel as though you've ridden better than you've ever ridden this year?
Not really, no. I had a very good season last year, but then I had injury on my knee and it was stopped for me in the rest of season. I think I could continue from last year this year.
That second place in Stockholm seems to have turned your season around a bit more. You've been going better since Stockholm. Did that raise your confidence?
Of course, every good result is putting you up, you know, and it's you can see it on the track after that. But I still think it's hard, and everybody can win, you know.
Well, we know that sweat is real, and it's going to be a night like that, I'm afraid. Lucas, we'll let you get back there. And
For Coventry in yellow. Gate 2 for Oxford is the untried Czech, Richard Wolf from down in Trelawney in Cornwall. Gate 3 for Coventry, Lee Richardson, second ride of the night. And Sam Taser in red goes from the outside, the guest rider. Remember, fly the tapes and a great start on the inside for Thomas Topinka. But the man in green, Lee Richardson, gets the grip out of that bend and down the back straight he goes. The change in gearing certainly benefiting with a vengeance there. And Lee Richardson now has this race in his pocket in second place. Sam Taser in red for Oxford. A real battle for the minor place. It's now picked up on the outside in blue by Richard Wolf, ahead of Thomas Topinka in yellow. But what a start by Richardson, Sam.
Oh, he sure did. That second chance, that second gate of the night, he made this one count. Those changes he made in the pit seem to be working for him, and these minor placings seem to be really crucial at the moment. Topinka just got passed by Richard, but now he's gone back by him on the outside of him. What a great first corner, and I should say that corner.
Yes, a ding-dong battle at the back, no question out front, but look at these two battling. Points mean absolutely everything in this meeting, and Thomas Topinka in the yellow helmet colours is holding it at the moment ahead of Richard Wolf in green, but with a checkered flag beckoning. Lee Richardson in green takes it comfortably. Second place in red, and right on the line in yellow. Only just was Thomas Topinka there, but that's exactly what the visitors from Coventry wanted, to gain a 4-2 for the heat, I'm sure, and a chance to look at it again. Yes, no doubt at all about that. Going to Thomas Topinka, and that becomes a 4-2 in favour of the visiting inside in red. Coventry's Billy Janira, the young American, goes in gate 2. Lucas Drimmel, who won first time out by some distance in blue for Oxford gate 3. On the outside, it's Craig Boyce. Sam, this could be anybody's race. It's just 2 points.
Both got tough elbows. Here it goes.
Nearly a full start, the flyer on the inside for Mark Lemon, but look at that machine of Lucas Drimmel. He doesn't worry. Lucas Drimmel down the back straight, goes where there's nowhere to go, and Lucas Drimmel in the blue helmet colours has stretched it again. The goals love him, the Oxford fans love him, and certainly at the moment he's doing well there. Pursued in second place by Billy Janiro, who almost locks up Mark Lemon's third, right at the back, Craig Boyce.
Yeah, Lucas, that was very impressive with Billy Janiro trying to take control of that first corner, moving Lucas around, but Lucas' experience of this track was on the high line and just stretched that lead out in front of him right now. Billy's just battling with the track. What a great first lap.
Entertaining to say the least. The man in blue, Lucas Dribble. What a rider this man is. Already qualified for the Grand Prix. Could qualify doubly. Currently in 10th place at the moment. Races in Gothenburg on Saturday. Stretches his lead ahead of Billy Gennaro in 2nd place for Coventry. 3rd for Oxford is Mark Lemon. Right at the back in green is Craig Boyce. But what a win for this man, Lucas Dribble, in the blue helmet colours. And certainly they provide the 4th heat winner in 5 races tonight for Oxford, but it's still looking pretty close here. But the points are split. The home team Oxford is on the inside. Gennaro gets the drop, and here comes Lee Adams, taken wide, and Lee Adams is down. And I don't know what our referee Mick Postlewhite will do about that, but Lee Adams was on the outside. He ran out of space. The usual tactics, of course, is to put all 4 riders in when we have a situation like that. We're catching the eyes on the exclusion lights and get a chance, I'm sure, to see that again with Sam in just a moment. But it's not often Lee Adams falls anywhere, let alone on his own track at Oxford. And certainly Lee Adams won't be too happy about that.
Guys inside of Lee, and they all got something to prove against each other, and they all want to beat each other. And look at Billy, just goes straight into the outside. He knows what his job's going to be. He's learning what it's all about. Lee basically just got pushed out. He might have been able to keep that up, but to me, I think he probably wouldn't have went down.
All 4 back in, says our referee, much as predicted. Lee Adams will have a chance to continue an amazing record, because in every completed match, we did have a rain-off once here for Oxford, he's always got double figures, and that's some record, Sam, isn't it?
It sure is. I mean,
where the red and the blue helmet colours throughout for Coventry, green and yellow and black. The lineup, Billy Gennaro green on the inside for Coventry. For Oxford, Travis McGowan goes in blue, gate 2. On the gate 3 position is the guest, Adam Shields for Coventry. The man just turning round in the background was the man who took a perler on the face. Away goes our starting marshal, Clive again, the same movement, but look at Lee Adams in the red helmet colours there. Round the lot of them he goes and picks it up down the back straight ahead of the man in green, Billy Gennaro. Back in 3rd place now in yellow and black. There is Adam Shields right at the rear in blue. Disappointment for Travis McGowan, but look at that ride by Gennaro to go past Adams.
What a battle we got going on here. Billy Gennaro, using all those tactics of a small track expert, passes Lee Adams on his home track, lifts off the corner there. Can Lee get it back? Let's watch and see who knows his track better than Lee. Billy Gennaro saying, I do, chase me.
It could be the ride of the season for the young American Billy Gennaro, because Adams went by him, he came back and went by Adams, and that doesn't happen too often anywhere, yet alone on his own track here at Oxford. Adams could come again down that back straight, half a lap to go. In green for Coventry, Billy Gennaro. Adams through on the inside. Gennaro will try and catch him again, but Adams gets it just in red ahead of Gennaro in green. Coventry pack in with the man in yellow, Adam Shields, in 3rd place. So for the 2nd time tonight, we get a 3-all scoreline. There's still 4 points in it, because Coventry are down by 20 points to 16 to the home team, Oxford. But what a race that was. Lee Adams was passed by Billy Gennaro.
And you don't have to give Billy Gennaro an invitation like that. If you do, he takes it, and he takes him right back now, and great going. I'm sure that Billy's right there in the studio with the boys, huh?
Yes, Billy Gennaro is with Chris Louis and Judge Jonathan Green.
Yeah, he's just catching his breath after one of the most phenomenal heats of the season so far. That was a really exciting heat, and I thought you had him then.
Yeah, you know, it's a rough track out there, and I was just riding real hard and just went a little too wide in the last one.
He's a bit of a tough competitor, isn't he?
This is his track, you know. If you could beat him here, then you can beat him anywhere. So, you know, just did a hard race.
You must have been able to hear him buzzing around behind you. How much does that put you off?
I heard him the whole time, and I just, you know, when you're out there in that dirt and you're just pulling, you know you're going to get some good drive, but he just knows how to hook that bike up, and he just got me at the end.
Did you know he was going to try and make another attempt at the end there, right at the end there, because that's literally that last corner. Here it is.
Yeah, I just knew he was going to come on the inside, and I figured if I had enough drive on the outside, and I knew he was going to move out, so I tried to cut back, but he just had, you know, the drive.
Tough night for you boys tonight. How's the team hanging together?
Oh, we're not doing too bad. You know, we've not had our heat leaders lately, and we've been sticking in there. You know, we tied against Eastbourne, and we beat Wolverhampton, so we're trying, you know.
Well, you and the rest of the team doing a good job holding it up at the moment. We'll let you get back to the pit.
And Fisher Again, anybody's race, but you've got to fancy Lee Richardson. The motors rev and away they go once again, and Lee Richardson in the green helmet colours will pick it up for Coventry, pursued by the man in red, Sam Taysar. Problems right at the back for that man in blue there. Disappointment for Richard Wolff, but he'll get off the track. The race will be run without him, but if it stays like this, it will be a heat advantage to Coventry, who will pull at least 2 points back.
Yeah, just watching Ryan Fisher there, and I'm struggling with the conditions, but he's actually putting pressure on Sam Taysar. He could work him down right there if Taysar makes a mistake. This is the race right now between these two guys. Lee Richardson's out in front gone. He made it from the start, but this is where it's all going to happen.
Second and third place they're battling for. There we see them on your screen. The man in red, Sam Taysar, followed by the man in yellow there, Ryan Fisher for Coventry. But into the final lap goes the heat leader, Lee Richardson. These two continue to battle behind him. And Lee Richardson certainly charging away, but now the gap is stretched open. Sam Taysar's going to get that second place, but this man, Lee Richardson, is set for his second successive heat victory in green, and Coventry are going to pull back 2 points here. Sam Taysar in red. Third place in yellow is the American Ryan Fisher for Coventry. That becomes a 4-2 margin for the visitors. It's 22-20. On the inside for Oxford in blue. Gate 2, Thomas Topinka goes for Coventry, their reserve. Travis McGowan, the King's List guest for Oxford. He's in red. Gate 3 on the outside for Coventry. In green is that man, Billy Gennaro, who we heard from a few moments ago, and certainly was pretty impressive in his last ride.
You know, it hasn't really deterred Billy Gennaro.
Remember, just 2 points in it. 22-20 the margin. Away on the inside goes Mark Lemon in blue, but now cutting back up his inside is Thomas Topinka. Lemon comes again. Now trying and going right through like a knife through butter. It's Billy Gennaro. By 1, by 2. The American out front again. A brilliant ride by the young Californian.
Great first corner, took advantage. Oh, got a little bit of trouble there. Can he hold on to it? Yes, he does. Mark Lemon comes back up the inside. Billy Gennaro reaches for a tear-off. Mark Lemon looks like he's handling that second place, but the track is definitely attacking these riders, as we've seen, as we're looking at.
And Billy Gennaro has changed his line. He's going slightly wider. He's picked up a different racing line, and it's telling for him down that. Oh, he's got a mechanical failure. His engine has blown, Billy Gennaro. Tragedy for him there. And certainly as they go into the final lap now, the cudgels picked up by Mark Lemon in blue. Second place now in yellow is Thomas Topinka, but he's going to be challenged in the back by Travis McGowan in red. But Coventry will extend their, well, Oxford will extend their lead if it stays like this. And the blue helmet of the replacement reserve, Mark Lemon takes it ahead of in yellow Thomas Topinka. Back at the rear in red, Travis McGowan. But the 4-2 margin, the unfortunate Billy Gennaro could have reversed all that for Coventry before he blew that engine there. Dreadful problems on that bend, but it's 26-22, a 4-point margin there now. And
chain broke. I don't know if the chain guard did it or not. I haven't really figured it out yet, you know.
You haven't had a chance to see, but I presume you're not hurt at all?
No, I'm all right, you know. Bike just locked up going in the showdown.
But you were doing so well, mate. You must be pretty disappointed.
Yeah, you're always disappointed when your bike breaks, but mostly when you're in front, you know. So.
That's always the worst. Well, hopefully your guys are going to have a...
Sam Taysar in red on the outside for Coventry. That's Adam Shields, the really impressive young Australian for Kuri in New Zealand. Away goes our starting marshal, away on the inside there in green, but Craig Boyce is battled in there, but Boyce now picks it up, but round the outside with grip goes the man in red, Sam Taysar, and Sam Taysar has got it just about right, but look at Boyce in the green helmet colours, trying to battle on the inside, but the man in yellow has got wide, and Adam Shields, the Aussie, is now once again looking top class.
I tell you what, you just don't know what's going to happen. We mentioned that Sam Taysar is up for some surprises, and he shows it right there by getting in front of these guys, and his partners in the back, Lucas Dribble, that's been winning heats, and Craig Boyce is just still struggling a little bit with the track, but it's Adam right now that's holding on that second place and doing a great job for Coventry.
Almost the reverse order for the one we might have predicted here as they go into the final lap now with Sam Taysar in the lead. Second place, Adam Shields for Coventry. Third place for Coventry in green. That's Craig Boyce, and a real surprise with Lucas Dribble for Oxford in the back. Coventry can't make up much of this, but they could make up and keep it level at 3-all. But Dribble is coming late, and Dribble might just do it. Dribble don't just do it in third place, and that could be vital in the final countdown because Lucas Dribble came through there just about to clinch second place, according to my reckoning, and that could be a vital point to create a 4-2 there for his team, who were on a 3-all. Yes, Lucas Dribble there in the blue helmet colours just clinches that third place. But what a tremendous race. A 4-2 now stretches the lead to 6 points, opens the deal.
You hear how Lucas just squares a corner off right there. Oh, Craig was struggling a little bit there, and he goes right up the inside, and that's it. That's it. What a great one.
It's not that confident. The track is very, very bumpy today, so you have to take it easy, really.
Everyone's been saying the track's not been riding the way they'd like, but has the grading not made any changes?
It's only basically the one corner, the first corner there, so once you pass that, you're out of trouble, really.
We've had 2 seconds in a first, so are you happy with the way your riding's been going tonight?
I quite am, yeah. We'll see how the second half will go for me.
Okay, any changes to the bike? Because you did say you wanted a quick question. So is that because you've got to work on the bike?
I'll keep same setup.
Okay, thanks
The
very
Adams Roxford in red. On the outside is Lee Richardson, but problems indeed, I believe, for Ryan Fisher there, Sam.
Yeah, I heard his bike backfiring there, and it just stopped on him, so he's definitely got an ignition problem of some sort. I did describe Lee Adams, I mean, but now they're battling for territory on the start there, and the starting marshal's got to sort them out.
30-24 in favour of the home team from Oxford as we go into heat number 10. It's a 15-heat meeting. Remember, nominated riders in the last race. This heat number 10, though, have a great deal to do with the outcome. Lee Richardson and Lee Adams in direct competition. Away they go. On the inside in blue, a good start by Travis McGowan, but the big two battling. In green in second place is Lee Richardson. He goes by on the inside of Lee Adams. We've got a race on our hands here because Lee Adams won't like that. He will come back. The big two. Lee Richardson in green for Coventry. Lee Adams in red for Oxford. Back in third place is Travis McGowan. Right at the back is Ryan Fisher. But what a battle up front.
Wow, wow, wow. Lee Richardson took advantage of cutting back, but Lee Adams is having troubles keeping that front wheel down. That bike's getting traction when he doesn't want it, and Lee Richardson's keeping a smooth line just right there as he lifts. That's exactly what Lee Adams did, and that's how he made a mistake, and Lee Richardson took it.
Lee Richardson, the away rider here in the Grand Prix next year. This could be indicative of what he's capable of. We saw him in Grand Prix action in Cardiff. We'll see him in Grand Prix action next year. Down the back straight he goes, stretching the lead. The Coventry man in green is going to win this with some comfort in the end. Lee Adams for the home team Oxford in second place in red. Third in blue to make it a 3-all for the home team from Oxford is Travis McGowan. So the 6-point gap is maintained. The chance of a tactical substitute to the next one is possible to prove this time. This is heat 11. Remember this and 4 more to go. Billy Gennaro on the inside for Coventry. Gate 2, Sam Taysar, the guest for Oxford. Gate 3, the tactical substitute, Lee Richardson, goes for Coventry there. On the outside, the Aussie Mark Lemon. Of course, a reserve is Mark here. He's not riding badly tonight already.
Goes on.
Away goes our starting marshal, up by the takes. Lee Richardson left a little bit. The man in red is Sam Taysar, who picks it up, but Lee Richardson comes through again on the inside. A brilliant ride by Lee Richardson. His teammate and partner, Billy Gennaro, has moved into third place and is now pressing for second, and they will close the gap. But a brilliant ride by Lee Richardson.
Oh boy, I tell you what, the water truck was out there, and this guy right here, Sam Taysar, is an effect of that conditions right now, and it's Rico out in front all the way, and poor Taysar, he's got to just pick himself up and get off the track. It's a 5-1 right now to Coventry.
It's really going to close the gap, and that's what Coventry were looking for. They couldn't have wished that on Sam Taysar, but certainly they wished it on Lee Richardson to lead the field by a street, and that's what he's doing. He goes into the final lap in the green helmet colours, way out in front with Billy Gennaro in second place. Mark Lemon is struggling at the back, but it's done just what team manager Colin Pratt wanted to. Lee Richardson in green takes that. Ahead of in second place, his teammate and partner in yellow. That's Billy Gennaro. Third in blue, just about finishing, I think, with an engine making all sorts of noises was Mark Lemon. But that 5-1 is the first 5-1 margin in favour of either team tonight. It's now 34.
and I ain't far enough behind now to do anything at the moment, like I know. But as long as I can keep close enough to him, maybe better nip it in the end, I don't know yet.
But that was a good decision, and you desperately need the points as well, don't you?
Yes, it's we desperately need the points if we can finish in that third spot in the league. That's what it's all about. And of course, Oxford are going to see if they can finish in the top 5 as well, like I know. So it's going to be all out. I think it's going to go down to the wire.
Now, in terms of both teams, I mean, you've both had quite a few injury problems, haven't you? But, you know, it's been an exciting evening tonight in terms of Speedway.
Yes, it's been quite a disastrous week for us, really. Like, starting off with having 3 leaders out last Thursday and Friday and Saturday. And of course, coming back and drawing against Eastbourne Monday was a bonus, like, So we're looking to see if we can improve tonight.
Okay, thanks very much. Back to the studio.
Yellow for Coventry. Gate 2 for Oxford is Lucas Trimble in red. For Coventry, gate 3, 4 in a row, Lee Richardson. On the outside, Richard Wolf, the inexperienced reserve. Up here, and racer for Trelawney, comes from Prague in the Czech Republic. Finished 12th in the Czech final last year, did Richard Wolf, but he doesn't race there this year. That's the lineup. This is heat 2 for Coventry, gate 3, Lee Richardson. Mark Lemon on the outside. He goes in the blue helmet colours. That's the lineup. This is heat number 2. Oh, Lee Richardson should win it. Lucas Trimble is the key to this in the red helmet colours. Lee Richardson is going to battle. Lee Richardson is back in third, but he'll cut up the inside. He's by 1, he's by 2. He's battling there, Lee Richardson, but it's Coventry 1 and 2 because his teammate Adam Shields is out front with him, and this could turn the meeting on its head. But look at the rider in red, Lucas Trimble. There's a battle in second place. Lee Richardson has it sorted in front. Adam Shields second. Coventry 1 and 2. Trimble, work to do.
How impressed are you with Adam Shields? Just holding on that Lucas Trimble. He's fighting that bike. He's slipping all the places. He's got Lucas Trimble breathing on his muffler right now. What a race is going on. Lee Richardson's out in front, but the battle's for second.
They'll be battling for Adam Shields in the Elite League next season on his recent form, because this is turning the meeting on its head. Into the final lap they go. Lee Richardson is set for heat win, 5 on the trot. In second place, Adam Shields. Can he hold off Lucas Trimble? The Oxford fans won't like it. The Coventry fans will love it. They love this one. In second place, Adam Shields in yellow. Third in red is Lucas Trimble. That's a second successive 5-1 to the visitors from Coventry, who now go into the lead by 37 points to 35. What a race that was. What a meeting we have on our hands. Remember, they're battling for playoff places, but so much more.
Yeah, it seems to be going all right. I had a few problems then with the bike. I don't know what started happening. It's like misfire a bit, so I'll have to have a look at it and we go back in the pits.
17 points, not a bad night and not a bad couple of weeks for you. Into the Grand Prix, maybe the first here on Sky Sports, to congratulate you on that. Fantastic.
Yeah, thanks very much. I'm so glad to be in it. It's taken me a couple of years now to get into the series, and I feel as though I'm ready now to be in it, and just can't wait till next year now.
What's he up against, Chris?
Yeah, he knows what he's up against. He's done Cardiff. Yeah, you know, you've got to find some consistency, some good kit, but you've worked hard to get into it. You've been struggling with some injuries, but it's amazed me this year how well in between the injuries and the problems you really are going.
Yeah, it's been nice having an ill-free season as well, and like I say, it wasn't very good breaking my thumb, but I managed to come back from that at Cardiff, and the last 2 months have been going great. So I'm enjoying my speedway at the moment. You know, I'm enjoying every race I go in, and it's good fun.
You're getting the essentials right. Let's go back to that last heat. For a start, your starts are really good. Let's take a look at it, see it from your point of view.
Yeah, you see me there, and I'm sort of in the sandwich again. I lifted a little bit before the corner there, and I was able to turn back because Adam run Lucas Trimble a bit hard there, and it allowed me to run straight up the inside. So I did go on my own a little bit there, but I think it's probably better because Lucas is quite a quick rider, so it's easy for me just to get gone.
We often talk about tuning. Your bike obviously flying down the back straight. Is that you and where you're putting yourself in terms of grip on the track, or is your tuning going well as well?
Yeah, my bike's been going good this year. I've had a guy called Barry Alloway doing my stuff this year, and I'm really happy with it. He's local, he lives down the road, and he's helping me tonight actually, so I'm happy with my bikes this year, and I feel confident at the moment as well, which obviously helps.
Yeah, we can see that the bike's working well for you, but at the end of the day, the way I see it, watching you ride at the moment, you're confident and you're thinking. You're putting the bike in the right places at the right time, and I'm sure, to me, that's where your points are coming from.
Well, I'm trying anyway. Thanks, Chris.
All right, well, listen, we'll let you get back to it.
Side the Oxford captain. Gate 2 for Coventry, the guest Craig Boyce from Ipswich. Gate 3 for Oxford, that's Sam Tazar. He's a guest, of course, from Peterborough. On the outside, the flamboyant and flying Australian, the 25-year-old Adam Shields, whose father raced, I believe, for Eastbourne in the 70s. A couple of meetings did Dave Shields, but Adam certainly impressive here and over 400 points. 2 more to go. A start, mighty important on the inside. Lee Adams kicks it down. Lee Adams is in pole position. Tracking him on the inside is Craig Boyce. Round the outside in blue goes Sam Taysar, but look at that man. Adam Shields nipping through into second place and now challenging for first. Disappointment at the back for Craig Boyce, but Lee Adams now has taken Adam Shields, and it's home team Oxford 1 and 2.
Yeah, Lee Adams did the right thing. He team rode Tazar into that first position right now. He's just battling off Adam Shields here, which is putting the threat on Lee, but I think at this point Lee's got that under control. He's just going to coast through for second place and make sure Tazar finishes where he's at, which is going to help Oxford get that lead back.
Well, until the last two heats, we'd had no 5-1s. We've had two 5-1s to the visitors. This will be a 5-1 to the home team, unless a mechanical failure results. Into the last lap they go. Sam Taysar out in front. Good team riding this. Sam Taysar in the blue, Lee Adams in the red. Adams could go through and take this, but whichever way round, it's 5-1. Taysar in blue wins it. Adam in red in second place. Third in yellow is Adam Shields. Right at the back is a disappointing and disappointed Craig Boyce. But the 5-1 in favour of the home team for Oxford now makes it 40-38 and all to race for in the final.
So I had to try and help Sam around, but I got a little bit messed up off the first turn and ran a little bit low, and I think it was Adam ran around me, but I got past him and we went on for a 5-1, so we need more of it.
I see you keep checking his shoulders as well, just to make sure that Sam was in a comfortable position. Was that what was going on?
I was just checking where Adam was, really. You know, he was racing pretty hard, and Sam was sort of holding me up in the middle of the turn a little bit, you know, but I kind of just had to shield him and, you know, get the 5-1 and get the points.
Well done anyway. Thanks very much. Back to the
heart of New South Wales. There's the lineup. Adam Shields on the inside in green. Mark Lemon goes for Oxford, gate 2 in blue. The Coventry rider in yellow, gate 3. Thomas de Pinker. On the outside, though, is Lucas Drimmel. And he started the night with 2 impressed there watching the action with us. Away we go on the inside in green. Adam Shields has a great start. Can he hold the others off? Look at the man in red. Lucas Drimmel blocked on the outside. His teammate and partner in blue, Mark Lemon, comes through on the inside. But Adam Shields is right. Could be crucial here. If this man, Adam Shields, wins this one, it's all to the last race. Can he hold them off? Right at the back is Thomas de Pinker. But Adam Shields gets better and better, faster and faster. And certainly he doesn't look anything other than an Elite League rider of the future.
He is just smoking them out there, having a good old time. Took care of a guy that's in the Grand Prix, Lucas, in the first corner, and he's just gone now out there, and it's got his Mark Lemon chasing him down, but I don't think he's going to catch him because this guy's looking pretty class tonight, Tony.
Well, I would imagine he could well be riding in the final heat. Adam Shields, and I'm sure he'd have Lee Richardson with him. But what a ride down that back straight. He's even got time to look back. If it's 3-all here, it goes into the final race with 2 points in it. Coventry will take the bonus point regardless, but Adam Shields wins that in green. In blue in second place is Mark Lemon of Oxford. Third place goes to Lucas Drimmel, who's now had 3 third places in a row. Quite what has gone wrong with the rider who started so bright
out there, but
hey, it doesn't have to be pretty when you're getting points.
No, that's right, and I'm sort of getting out and doing okay.
Chris, you were watching that very closely and pretty impressed with the man today.
I'm very impressed. I've been impressed. I mean, you've been so busy here in the UK. You know, you're guessing for everybody. The Elite League, is that giving you sort of valued experience? Are you able to use that?
I think, you know, to be honest, I don't know if I notice any difference. Like some of the times mostly when I'm riding in the Elite League, I'm riding with reserves, which are about the same kind of standard as what I ride with in the Premier League when I ride with the heat leaders. Which I am and I compete with all the time. So, to be completely honest, I don't really notice too much difference. If I was riding as a number 1, I'd probably go, yeah, there's a heck of a lot of difference. But, yeah, I tend to get into the rides where the riders are of my sort of standard and can do okay.
But you're beating Grand Prix guys now. Do you feel as though you want to be an Elite League rider in the top 5 next year?
Oh, yeah, you know, I want to be... yeah, definitely, because it's definitely the natural progression. If you're going to keep moving up in the sport, you need to move on to a higher level. So, an Elite League is without doubt a higher level. So, yeah, that's something that I've got to look at in the future for sure.
Are the Witches looking to bolster their team? I mean, you know, I don't want to do any deals here, but you know, this is a man.
I tell you what, he's going to have a red hot phone throughout the winter. This man is going to be a wanted man.
Well, you're probably a wanted man right now, actually, with another heat to go. We'll let you get back because it's getting pretty close. Thanks very much for coming in.
Say hi to your girlfriend Karen, because she came up with me tonight, and thanks very much because she's been doing all my driving this week. So,
thank you, the driver.
It's been a welcome help because I'm doing it mostly on my own this week. So, since
I was going to say, you need a driver, don't you?
Yeah. So, so she's been a big help.
All right, cheers. Thanks a lot.
Fighting fit at the moment. What's he going to do with Lee Adams in that first corner? I don't know. I can shuffle him up a little bit. You're right about Lee Richardson. I mean, he's going to be just dominant out of that start. And to get over to Lee Adams is going to be a tall order. But I tell you what, Billy Gennaro could open up some doors right there by moving him up. And that could put Sam Taysar on that high line in jeopardy of actually getting pushed out in that first corner, unless he's smart enough to back the throttle off, knowing he's not going to beat Lee Richardson and come back on the inside.
That was predicted there, could force them wide. Our referee, Mick White, looks down. The starting marshal, Clive Herman's moved away. A flyer for the man in yellow, Lee Richardson, but Lee Richardson now is forced wide. Right down to the back goes the man in blue, Sam Taysar. If the referee's consistent, when he fell there before, he put all 4 riders back in. Whether he will do so this time, no, he's not, because the man is off, and that helps the Coventry cause. And now, can Lee Richardson in yellow catch the man out front? Lee Adams, a 3-all will be enough to win it for the home team from Oxford here. But Adams is going to be under pressure for the final 2 laps.
Well, Adams has got this dialed in right now. Lee's out in front doing his job for Coventry. Against Coventry, and doing it well, because this means that Oxford will be the winners if he stays in this position.
If Lee Adams holds on, he has a lap and some 20 metres to go. Lee Richardson is chasing him in the yellow helmet colours. Riding round at the back is Billy Gennaro. He'll have to settle for 3rd place, but this man in the red helmet colours out front, Lee Adams, a marvellous record for Oxford, and this is the icing on the cake. Lee Adams wins it ahead of Lee Richardson in yellow. 3rd, Billy Gennaro in green. That's enough to win the meeting by the narrowest of possible margins, because it's a 3-all. It's 46-44 in favour of the home team, but Lee Richardson completes a marvellous night for him and his team, his 3rd heat victory of the night. Lee Richardson beaten for only the 2nd time in the night, but that was enough to give victory to the home team, the Oxford Cheetahs. They're in playoff contention with a vengeance, have lifted themselves now above Peterborough into that vital 5th place, and this man, Lee Adams, their captain, has produced the goods when it counts. The official result.
Will be 2 points down going into the last race here, with the prospect of Tony Ricardson going in it. And they hit back in style. You have to admire these Pirates. Thomas Jezanowski with a big, big victory for the Paul Pirates in heat number 14. This meeting is going down to the wire. Just when you thought Paul were out of it, Gregor Vanacek out injured and excluded. Michael Carlson, gate 2 in green for Wolverhampton. Tony Ricardson, 5 wins out of 5 so far. Gate 3 in blue, and off the outside, yellow and black, Peter Carlson. And it has to be said that Poole have the better gate positions. Number 15, the last heat decider. And Michael Carlson's made a good start off 2. Pedersen's made a good start off 1. Michael Carlson is there for Wolves. Down the back straight, the Pirates are coming. Michael Carlson holds the advantage for Wolverhampton here. Tony Ricardson is going to try and battle through. And with 1 lap gone, hang on to the edge of your hats here, because this is going to go all the way for all 4 laps. Here comes Ricardson. Remember, in this current situation, Wolverhampton would win the meeting with a 3-all, but Paul need a 5-1 or a 4-2 to get something out of it.
Yeah, it's not over yet, Nigel. Tony Rickardson's got almost alongside Michael Carlson here. Behind Pedersen's also up there in 3rd.
Michael Carlson's going wide into the dirt. Paul will go on the inside. We've got 1 more lap here. If this stays as it is, Wolves have the points. The points will be safe. Carlson is pulling clear. Michael Carlson into turns 3 and 4. And it looks like the Paul rearguard can be over. It's down to the wire. Michael Carlson is there. That is a wonderful, wonderful speedway meeting that you have just seen here at Wimborne Road Pool tonight. Credit to both sides. Speedway out of the top draw, and Michael Carlson and Tony Ricardson congratulate each other on a fantastic race there. And you have to take your hat off to Michael Carlson for a wonderful, wonderful ride under pressure for the Wolves. And Michael Carlson has delivered the goods, inflicting the only defeat of the night upon Tony Ricardson. We'll bring you confirmation of the official result now.
Best to last, huh?
That's it. Yeah, it was great. Great race, you know, and I thought I rode it good too, especially coming in on the last lap, you know, in the first bend here.
You had to make a commitment, one or the other, and you went for the outside, didn't you?
Yeah, that's it. I knew where it was gonna come from, so.
Tell us, I mean, you know, Tony Ricardson here at home at Poole, so hard to beat, but you're the only man anywhere, it seems. I mean, Sam's had a go at him too, but consistently, you're the only guy who can beat him. What is it? What are you doing that's slightly different than the others?
Well, I mean, I've ridden with Tony for a long time, and he's, you know, up there all the time, and I'm a Swede too, you know, and I hardly get recognised. I want to beat him. I want to beat him all the time, and
that's it. I think it drives me forward.
Michael, let's just show you the league table. You are leading now, and obviously that 3 points is going to be vital tonight. You're at the top and you're clear at the top. That was what you didn't have at the beginning of the evening.
No, that's it. I mean, we came here really for the bonus point, which was the most important. But as I said to you earlier, if we can win, we're going to push for a win, you know, and we pushed all the way today, and it was enough.
Well done again, Michael, and brilliant performance by you and the team. And don't forget, we got more Speedway next week because we're taking you to a really great